Good evening, folks. Now, we're going to talk about what is really going to take place and the tournament, how that is shaping out. James, well, here's the first round. On the 19th, it'll be Alabama at Oklahoma. Number 9, Alabama will be at number 8, Oklahoma. On the 20th, we got multiple outlets, and that game's at 8 p.m., number 8, Oklahoma and Alabama. Then, at noon, on the 20th, you have Miami at Texas A&M, so that'll be an interesting game. And then, at 3:30, you have Tulane at Ole Miss. And then at 7:30, you have James Madison at Oregon. 12 at number 5, Oregon. I mean, these are going to be some interesting games. Now, after that, the winner between James Madison and Oregon will go to the Capital One Orange Bowl on January 1st to take on number 4, Texas Tech. Now, the winner between Alabama and Oklahoma will travel to the Rose Bowl to take on number 1, Indiana. Now, the winner between Tulane and Ole Miss will travel to the Sugar Bowl to take on Georgia. Now, the winner between Miami and Texas A&M will travel to the Cotton Bowl to take on Ohio State. Now, the winner between Georgia, Tulane, Ole Miss, Miami, Texas A&M, Ohio State will travel to the Fiesta Bowl. And the winner between Indiana, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, Alabama, Oregon, and James Madison, the winner there will advance to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. So, we got some then the winner there, obviously, will advance to the national title game. So, that there will tell you just how good of a team this really is. Now, last night's game, I gotta tip my hat to Indiana. They played a very outstanding game. That could have gone either way. Hats off to both defenses. Ohio State's defense played a phenomenal game. Indiana's defense played a phenomenal game. That game could have either gone either way. I mean, they obviously played a better game than Ohio State did, so hats off to Indiana. But whoever beats, I think it'll come down to either Ohio State or Indiana in the tournament. Unless Oklahoma or Alabama, whoever wins between them two. I think Oklahoma will beat Alabama, considering it's at Oklahoma. Unless Alabama has some other kind of magic up their sleeve, because they looked like garbage against Georgia. Now, if Alabama does have some kind of magic up their sleeve and ends up beating Indiana, I would be shocked. That is Alabama. Or if Oklahoma does, I would be totally shocked, because they literally played lights out with Ohio State. Now, me, I'm going to go all Big Ten. I hope it's all Big Ten, because I want Paul Finebaum gone. He said it himself. You heard my last video. I just want him gone. I'm sick and tired of hearing his antics saying the SEC is the best that there ever has been. Just because they've won more. He's a freaking SEC boomer. I'm sick and tired of hearing him say just because they've won more means that they're better. That's not necessarily the case. You could lose any freaking day, and Indiana proved that last night. I mean, yeah. I get it. Indiana might lose against either Alabama or Oklahoma. I get it. But you could get beat anytime. And Ohio State really wasn't favored by much. I think it was like 4.5, maybe 4. It really wasn't a lot. So it could have gone either way. So, however you view it, it's one way or the other. So, whichever way you view it, that's how you view it. Ohio State, on the other hand, this is anybody's game. I mean, Indiana, they beat Oregon by 10. Now, on to the other part. All the teams have been defeated, except for Indiana, the only undefeated team left. James Madison, they lost to Louisville 28-14. Oregon lost to Indiana 30-20. Alabama, do they really even belong in this tournament? They lost to Florida, a disgusting, depleted Florida State team, 31-17. And then they got beat by Oklahoma at home, 23-21. And then the Big Ten, not the Big Ten, in the SEC tournament, they got shell-shocked by Georgia, 28-7. Now this is the same Georgia team that got beat by Alabama home, 24-21. And I mean shell-shocked. And now you look at Oklahoma. Oklahoma has 2 losses. One was to Texas, 23-6. And the other one was to Ole Miss, 34-26. And then Tulane, who lost to Ole Miss, 45-10. And UTSA, 48-26. So, some big loss, a bad loss to UTSA. Now, Ole Miss, who lost to Georgia, 43-35. So, that's a big one. And then Miami, who lost to Louisville, 24-21, and then they lost to SMU 26-20 in overtime. So that there shows you another. I watched that game, and Miami, I don't know. I mean, Texas A&M, they don't seem to have a lot of weaknesses. I think Texas A&M might pull it off. I'm not sure. I mean, they also showed a lot of weaknesses against Texas. So I don't know. I mean, that was literally an in-state rival between Texas and Texas A&M. And they lost to Texas 27-17. Speaking of Texas A&M. Now, Texas Tech lost to Arizona State 26-22. So that there proves another point. Now, we obviously talked about Georgia, and Indiana obviously is unbeaten. Now, Ohio State's only lost 13-10. I mean, we talked about that one a lot. I mean, that there just shows you why they shouldn't even. I mean, Ohio State, literally only one spot down. They fell just one spot down. Indiana took their position. So, we all get it. But Alabama, 3 freaking losses. Are you freaking kidding me? I would have put Notre Dame over Alabama before I would have had Alabama in that tournament. Alabama got pierced by Florida State. They got trampled on by Oklahoma. They got bitten apart by Georgia. Those guys, I'm telling you, when you go to Oklahoma, it's hard to win there. Ohio State went there a few years ago, won, then Oklahoma repaid them the favor the following year. It's not easy to win in Oklahoma. It's loud. It's beyond crazy. Trust me, it's not easy to win there. It's just like it's not easy to win in the big house. But many years in a row we won, but the culture was different. The cheating scandal happened. But now we look at this. But now we look at all the ways it can happen. I mean, Indiana was winning, literally beating everybody. I mean, Indiana was literally like playing Penn State. This was like the Penn State game all over again. Except they weren't putting up lots of points and everything. They are only trailing by a little bit. And only allowing 13 points, 1 touchdown, and 2 field goals. That's all they managed to get on the board. Ohio State, 1 touchdown and a field goal. I mean, I tip my hat to Indiana. They played a damn good game. Ohio State also did the same thing. They played a damn good game. They just didn't come to play like they really wanted to win. We tried too much. We played too conservatively. This is just like last year's Michigan game, pretty much. It's a repeat. We played too conservatively. You cannot play, if you're going with something that doesn't work, you're not going to win. Go with something that works. We did not utilize our players that were useful. It's that simple. That's why Ohio State lost. They didn't utilize your players. I mean, and plus the offensive line wasn't guarding the missed field goal. And when it was 4th down and 1, we couldn't even get in the freaking when we were in the red zone, we couldn't even convert on a goddamn touchdown. I mean, instead of having Bo Jackson run the damn ball in, Julian Sand tried to do it himself when he wasn't having the protection up front. And when you hand it off to the running back, when it was working with the running back, I get it. You want other running backs to work, but don't give it to West. Not in big games like this. If you're way ahead, that's one thing, but not when it's this close. We were threatening, and then you decide to pull back and throw a pass that wasn't even there. Run. Just run. You had an open hole in front of you. There was nobody there. Why didn't you just run the damn ball? You're so damn confusing, coach. Well, we get a bye. Ohio State gets the bye. And they'll either take on Miami or Texas A&M. So with that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. And we'll talk about who will go where in the next game. We'll discuss the 19th when that happens. When that game is over the next day, we'll talk about that game. That being said, I'm out of here. Peace.